What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be playing a new game on my YouTube channel called Clash of Clans. This is the first episode of the new series, which I plan on making a lot of episodes for because I'm really enjoying it. We're just doing the tutorial right now, but we're going to talk about what we're going to do with this stuff. If you're wondering, my voice is really off. It has been for the past few days. I got sick and I feel better, but my voice kind of went out after I started feeling better. So my voice will be a little bit off, but as we get through the tutorial here, this account will not be rushed in any way. We might rush if there's circumstances where I want to rush. Like if there's clan games going on, I might rush to Town Hall 6 to get clan games done, because that would be like a good way of rushing. So we're gonna finish the tutorial here, and I'll tell you what we're about to get doing here. Also, when you're doing the tutorial, you can wait for the 10-second buildings to upgrade instead of spending gems on it, because you want gems for, obviously, builders, and I am going to be very cheap and not spend a single gem. Although later in this video, I do spend a gem on accident, which is fine, but yeah. You can also see I kept some of those wizards, and I used them in the next goblin thing. The name for this account, what do you think it is? I wasn't very original with it. I just went with Chronicle 1 YT. What do you guys think my age is, huh? Never done an age reveal on the channel. What am I? 18? 13? I'm actually 14. But anyways, Town Hall 2, we finally get to kind of unleash into the game. Now, I kind of just look around a bit. I know what's going on. I have a main account that's Town Hall 9, but I hire some troops, and obviously I skip ahead. I don't just sit there and wait, commentate. I upgrade. I build every building. Now, one thing you really need to do. Sorry. One thing you really need to do is focus on your storages. I mean, not your storage. Your mines and pumps, because they are going to give you resources offline. So when I quit, when we go in the next episode, we're going to have a stack of loot. Probably about 10k of each. And that's going to be really overpowered because we're making that in an hour. So if I keep logging in every once in a while, I'll be making a ton of loot that can go into like any of the buildings that we haven't finished, and then we'll be able to get to Town Hall 3 pretty easily. So obviously you'll see me focusing on the army camp and the pumps. Army camp's pretty important because you get some more troops. Then I can do a nice barge attack. I start off by doing the goblin outposts, obviously, first. That's kind of what I like to do. They're pretty useless after Town Hall 2 and 3, but we do that. I gotta stop coughing. Anyways, we get that done. Pretty easy to attack. It does give a lot of loot. You usually don't see those in like normal attacks when you get this early in the game. But I focus on a barrack, I believe. Yeah. And yeah, if you're wondering, I'm actually recording my audio after the video, because when I recorded, my voice was so bad that I wasn't even gonna try to record. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking around here. We obviously, once that barracks finished, we obviously went right to another pump. The cannons do seem to be a little expensive for what they do, if I'm being honest. And as you can see, we have an achievement. Those are going to give us gems, and gems are just the most valuable resource right now. We're going to try grinding for that third builder as fast as we can. And after that, barracks is upgraded, we went right on to the elixir pumps. Elixir's kind of a resource we need a little more. There's more, like, We're using more elixir than gold right now. As you can see, the gold upgrades, the only gold upgrade there is pretty much just the pumps and the elixir pumps and the elixir storage, and obviously like the defenses, but we're not focused on that because we have a 3-day shield, as you can see, which will probably be running out as we're attacking. But yeah, that elixir pump finishes, and I just go right back into finishing. Well, I guess I do walls. Yeah, I build all the walls. I have some gold left over. Walls are really actually useful when you're early on because obviously you're using barbs and archers, and they're going to go for everything on the outside of the walls first. So I'm building my little base here. Classic Town Hall 2 base. If you guys want to copy this, I'm not going to have a link in the description because you guys are probably not Town Hall 2. You probably don't need a Town Hall 2 base. Not my best work on a base, but I'll take it. I'm sure if I get attacked, it's going to be usually by someone who is pretty decent. As you'll tell later on in the video that when I'm attacking, it's going to be usually higher status people, you could say. They're upgraded, they've done their attacks and gotten rid of that shield and been able to upgrade. So you'll see I'm just going to go back into upgrading the pumps in mines. The clan castle actually costs 10,000, which I will be getting as soon as possible in the when I get Town Hall 3, because it's very important that you get some hog riders from a higher level clanmate, you could say, because it's super OP to have hog riders at Town Hall 3. You'll see beat this Rocky Fort goblin map, and it gave me a lot of loot. More loot than I would get from attacking, but at this point they're getting way too hard for me to beat. So I believe this is the last one I do. Right back in. Another achievement, 5 more gems. The later we get on, the more gems it's going to give us. Like right now, we're still stuck at 259 gems. We're using Barch. Barch is a good strategy for the lower level town halls. You'll see that in a moment when I attack with it. Sorry. And we will be upgrading that barracks to level 3 because it would be useful to have a giant to tank for some barbs. That is a little bit of a better strategy in my opinion. But I don't think for Town Hall 2, because you have so little space, you can only hold one giant and maybe 20 barbs, 25 barbs, because you only have 30 space after you've upgraded the army camp. You'll see I go into my first attack here on a normal base, and I just go for the first thing I see. Kind of want to get those trophies up so I find a little bit better bases. Obviously, you're seeing I'm going for the defense first. And I was going to use half the troops but I decided, you know what, I'm way too lazy. I play the rest of the troops just so I can have a faster cleanup, but obviously I'm not too much in a rush. Because, to be honest, there's not much loot here to get. And it takes about 3 minutes for an army to cook up, so I'm totally fine with the 500 of each loot. Already have full enough storages, so I go, yeah. We got the other barracks to level 2, and this army camp is finally finished. I decided to upgrade the elixir storage and the gold storage because they are very low level. My storages are filling up way too fast. You'll see now I have 30 space, so I have a decent Barch army going on. 15 and 15. I got a ton of these rewards. There's some free gems there. That's pretty nice. And you'll see those walls are not being upgraded. I don't feel like upgrading them until I've got all that kind of stuff upgrading. I'll dump excess loot into the walls if I need to. But I do like to get those walls upgraded just to get them out of the way. I focus on walls usually very, very much on every town hall level because I hate seeing walls that can be upgraded and just them sitting there. You'll see I attacked another base. This one had a little bit more loot. Obviously, because I'm gaining trophies. Like, it's giving me 30 trophies every time I beat a base. And that is pretty overpowered. Considering I will be fighting Town Hall 3s later on. This is a Town Hall 3. As you can see, they have the Clan Castle. Not much upgraded. They're obviously a little bit rushed. There's a lot of rushed bases when you get earlier on in the game because there's some noobs. Just download the game. Don't know what they're supposed to do. That achievement gave me 2 gems, which is not much, but slow and steady. We're slowly getting to 500 for the 3rd builder. Obviously, you'll see we're still using Barch. We're gonna be using Barch the entire time. Maybe when we get later on, Town Hall 3, I probably might use a couple giants when I have more army camp space. You'll see. You'll see that I found actually a pretty good base. The biggest base I've found so far. About 2,600 in loot. A Town Hall 2, and it looks like they're not really that advanced. I obviously have been 3-starring every base I've been seeing, but once I get later on into battling Town Hall 3s, you'll see some 2 stars and 1 stars because of mortars and upgraded cannons. Because I only have level 1 troops here and only 30 of them. So it is a disadvantage for me when I'm trying to attack higher levels. You'll see we have a lot of free loot in that gold pass storage. Not really a gold pass, it's the beginner pass. But you'll see I'm upgrading these pumps, and they're starting to be a little higher level now and taking up to 10 minutes. So yeah, I go and make some lunch. And then I find this base. Most loot I found, and I'm like, well, this is a pretty tough base. So I go in and attack it. It's 4,000 loot. More than that. Town Hall 3. And I just go all in, and you'll see I'm getting most of this loot because all of it's on that side, but the defenses are so high level that they're kind of just killing me right now. So you'll see I do not get the 3-star. Or do it? No, I do get the 3-star. I'm such a retard. I get the 3-star. And it's pretty surprising considering they have high-level troops. That pretty much just goes to show how OP Barch is. And at the lower levels, those defenses don't do much. But you still don't have many troops. Finished a ton of stuff in that gold pass. And I have a lot of excess loot in there. I go and find another base. Another pretty decent loot base. This one is a Town Hall 2 with 2,500 loot. And you'll see the Barch strategy just gets them right in the base. The archers are getting tanked for by the barbs, and those defenses are being knocked out first so that we can clean up the base after we're done. Usually if you find a base with defenses in the middle, it's really, really tough to kind of get that 3-star because you're having defenses attack you while you're trying to get in the middle. And the barbs kind of get distracted a little bit. Okay, you'll see we're obviously still using Barch, but you'll see that our pumps are actually getting really almost max level for Town Hall 2, which is like 4. And I can't buy gold for the Clan Castle, which I thought I could for a second. I had my hopes up for a second there. I believe the only way you can get it at Town Hall 2 is if you make a purchase, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. The elixir collectors are both getting maxed out. Yeah, which is level 4. 2 level 4 elixir collectors, and on the way to 2 level 4 gold mines. And yeah, I look at the shop for decorations for some weird reason. And you'll see I have everything completed for this pass, and I have so much loot in there. You'll see you can't see, but there's about 8,000, 6,000 gold and like 2,000 elixir. And there's nothing for me to spend them on because my storages are practically full. So I'm going to go attack for some reason. I don't know why I did this attack, because you'll see my storages fill up from this attack. Another 4,000 raid, but they have their defenses pretty much covered. So you'll see this one, I do not get the 3-star. I believe I only get 1 star. Sorry. I should really drink something. But yeah, you can just watch. They go for the town hall and they just get knocked out by the cannon and the archer tower. The archer tower has such long range. Yeah, I get the 2-star here, I believe. But I did get most of the loot. My storages are practically full. And I managed to pick up about 3,000 in loot. And obviously, I'm getting really annoyed by the fact that it's really pisses me off that I only get 30 troops. Because on my main, I get 200 troops. 220 troops. And it's like with this army, I could hold like a P.E.K.K.A. That's it. I go and collect the rewards from the gold pass, and I upgrade some walls because I have nothing to spend my gold on. I don't feel like upgrading those defenses, but you'll see our shield has run down by like a day and a half. And I upgraded the barracks to level 3. I'm upgrading the other one to level 3 as well as the storages. I find a crap base. Some of these bases are Town Hall 3, and they have so little loot. My trophies are being raised so high. I don't want to be trophy pushing, but then I come across this base. A new Town Hall 3, you can see because of the ranks, or Town Hall 4, is it? I'm looking at it now, and I feel like that's a Town Hall 4. But I take out the mortar first, which is what you need to do. I obviously don't get the 3-star, I don't believe. If I did, that'd be really cool. But you can see their elixir is just being knocked out. Do I get the 3-star? I haven't. I'm actually recording this audio a day after, because my voice was so bad when I was playing this that I could not do a voiceover. But you'll see the elixir storage is getting taken out. Most of the loot is in the town hall. You can tell because I've destroyed all the elixir collectors and the storages. Early on, the town hall usually takes up most of the loot. You'll see I take it down and I take all their loot. This is the biggest raid we had, 7,000 loot. You'll see I'm full on elixir, and there is practically no upgrades for elixir. So I'm sitting here with a ton of elixir. I actually hire a giant and barb attack, and I find this base, which is 8,000 loot. They have their defenses, or they have their arrow tower in the back, or archer tower. They have their arrow tower in the back, and that is what causes me to lose this base, because the barbs all die off, and then it's just the archers, which kind of pick off the small amounts of gold, and eventually just die from the archer towers, which is very unfortunate. The archer tower has such long range that it just takes them out. We do manage to get most of this loot, though. 4,000 loot. Could have gotten a lot more, but in the next episode, we're going to be getting Town Hall 3, and I'll see you guys then.